A salute. Hey, what's going on, man? Well, we back at it again. Like I said, we're gonna do in my last video, um, with the NBA trades happening yesterday. The trade deadline was yesterday. We're gonna go and review that. So we back on the NBA scene yet again. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the videos. Um, we building. We trying to get to where we need to get to. So let's make it happen, y'all. Appreciate all you guys out there watching, and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button below and comment as well. And don't forget to like it too. All right, especially if you're an NBA fan, you can't help but to like this video. So, like I said, the NBA trade deadline was yesterday, and we got here the 2021 NBA trade deadline buzz, March 25th edition, which was yesterday, and we see here Victor Oladipo. First thing we see, he got traded yesterday to my Miami Heat. I so like that trade. We didn't have to give up nobody who, not to say wasn't a key cog, because Lennox, who was playing center, and when Bam was out, and on the bench, he could stretch the floor, but defensively he was kind of a liability to me. And Oladipo can play defense, and they don't play the same position, but he can guard wings and save Jimmy Butler, some energy on that side of the court. So, but let's go over the rest of these trades. Spurs completed a buyout agreement with LaMarcus Aldridge. I didn't hear anything about that, so let's check this out. LaMarcus Aldridge has completed his buyout process with the Spurs and will enter free agency. So he's a free agent. Anybody pick him up. The Heat, we are the front runners. Stick landing. I love that. That would be awesome as well. A nice big man with Bam and Jimmy and now Victor Oladipo. And yeah, we can make back. We can challenge Brooklyn. I'll put it like that. We could challenge Brooklyn. I don't know if we can beat them, but we can challenge them. So I'm sure the Lakers are going to be interested. I'm sure a lot of teams are going to be interested in LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 35 years old, but he still can produce. He's averaging 13, 4, and 1. So, he can still produce. So, yeah, look out for LaMarcus on the free agent market. All right, so let's go back here. The other trade here, Raptors opt to not trade Lowry after all. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about Kyle Lowry. I know a lot of teams were looking at. I know Philly was one. The Heat were one. I'm not sure about the Lakers, but I know there were a lot of teams. Oh, the Clippers, I believe, were also looking at him as well. But we're going to get to the Clippers here in a minute. But yeah, he did not get traded. He's still in Toronto. Well, Tampa, because they're playing in Tampa now. But yeah, playing for the Toronto Raptors. So the Mavs, they added veteran J.J. Redick. Now, this is big for the Mavs. They needed somebody who could stretch the floor, go out on perimeter and shoot the threes while Luka's driving or, whatnot. But they traded, let's see, they got J.J. Redick and Nicolo Melli from New Orleans. And they sent James Johnson and Wesley Wundu in the second-round draft pick to the Pelicans. So, yeah, Dallas kind of needed that. I don't think they gave up too much or anything like that. Actually, they gave, I think, just about the right amount of talent and picks and whatnot combined to pick up J.J. Redick. So look out for that one as well. Look out for what the Mavs are going to do here in the next part of the season, rest of the season. Then we got Oladipo going to the Heat. As I just stated before, it was a big key cog. Oladipo's still a good producer. He's a borderline all-star to me. When he's in the right place, and I think that he definitely can bring that out of most, if not every player in the NBA. To be honest with you, but the Houston Rockets finalized a trade to send Oladipo to the Heat. In return, Houston acquires Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk in a 2022 pick swap. So we're gonna swap picks in next year's draft. Avery Bradley, he was hurt. I know for a little bit. But that's not too much to give up for the Heat. They give away a wing player on defense, which Oladipo can do. I don't know if he can do it as well as Bradley, but maybe he can. I think he can actually now. and Olenek. You know what I'm saying? So as I stated earlier, so that's very key. Oladipo, he's averaging now 20 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists this season. So that's very key. Him and Jimmy Butler are going to be the main stars of the Miami Heat. Book it. I'm telling you. Uh, I'm excited as a Heat fan. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. All right. So now Hawks traded guard Rondo to the Clippers for Williams. I can see why the Hawks did this. Rondo wasn't. I mean, he was a good presence in the locker room, but as far as on the court, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't. Not saying he wasn't doing anything to help the Hawks, but he was, showing his age. Let me put it like that. And then that's a good thing in the locker room and in the huddle because he's a veteran. He's been in the finals multiple times now, and he would know how to handle that huddle and handle the floor. He's somewhat of a floor general, and now he can shoot threes now. So when he was in Boston and other places, he wasn't shooting the three that well. But the Clippers picked him up and basically swapped him and Lou Williams. And Lou Williams going to the Hawks. The Hawks also received 2 second-round picks and cash from the Clippers. So, okay, that's not a bad deal. I think for the Hawks as well. Lou Williams always Mr. Sixth Man of the Year. He's in that conversation every year, it seems. I don't know if he's going to be starting or playing off the bench, but I'm sure they're going to play him off the bench with Trae Young and whatnot. So the backcourt's pretty much set. So that would be good. So Lou Williams is back with the Hawks. He actually played with in Atlanta previously. So yeah, that's pretty good. And there's Rondo in his Clippers uniform. He went from the Clippers to the Hawks to the Lakers, or to the Lakers to the Hawks to the Clippers. So that's that. All right, and next trade, Blazers acquire Raptors Powell. Norman Powell. He's a pretty good bench player. He was sent to Portland, and they traded Gary Trent and Rodney Hood to the Raptors. So that's a pretty decent trade. Gary Trent's pretty good in Portland. He was playing pretty well for them, and so yeah, I think that's a good trade for for both teams, to be honest with you. Because I think Portland needed Norman Powell. He kind of long, and can play a little bit of everything. He's good offensively and somewhat decent on defense. So, yeah, he's in Portland now, and here they show him in the championship picture there with Toronto when they won. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty good trade for both. Sixers get veteran guard Hill and 3-team swap. Now this one I don't recall. Let's see. Yeah, Philadelphia acquired George Hill from Oklahoma City as part of a 3-team trade with the Knicks. He's becoming somewhat of a journeyman. George Hill is. So he's been traded to Philly, and Iggy Brzezikis. Knicks got Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, Emir Predlik, hopefully I'm saying that right, 2021 second-round pick and a projected 2024 second-round pick from Miami. And the Thunder got Austin Rivers, Tony Bradley, and a 25-26 pick from the Sixers. All right, well, I guess that's not too bad. Philly, they need to get a point guard. I don't think Ben Simmons is always the answer at point. So they got someone who's a veteran. He's been to the finals multiple times with San Antonio and Cleveland. So, I think that's pretty good. He's played on winning teams most of his career. So, yeah, with Milwaukee as well. So, I think that's a pretty good trade as well. I know I heard Terrence Ferguson, but I think everybody got what they needed in that trade. So, I think that was a key thing. I think a lot of these trades are pretty good trades for all these teams, to be honest with you. All right, the Magic's Aaron Gordon is headed to Denver, and Denver says here made an aggressive move at the trade deadline by acquiring Aaron Gordon from the Magic. In exchange, the Magic got Gary Harris, R.J. Hampton, and a first-round pick Denver also got forward Gary Clark as part of the trade package. And the third, oh, well, we're going to get to that with Vucevic. But yeah, so Aaron Gordon is in Denver. They got some athleticism at power forward, and that's something that they could use. Jokic ain't the most athletic player, but he can ball. Let me tell you, there he is. There, he can ball. So look out for that one too. I think that's also a pretty good trade for everybody involved. So next one, Celtics get Swingman Fournier from the Magic. So the Magic basically were making moves all day here, as we see here. Evan Fournier, shooting guard, and forward, I believe, plays small forward as well. The three, the Orlando Magic have completed the trade. Fournier to Boston in exchange for 2 second-round picks and Jeff Teague from the Magic. Evan Fournier, I don't know if he's necessarily the answer for Boston to make sure that they get to the upper echelon of Eastern. Well, they're in the upper echelon of Eastern Conference teams, but in the NBA Finals, like, I don't know if they can beat half the teams that's going to make the playoffs in the East. Milwaukee, I'm not sure about. Philadelphia, I'm not sure about. My team, Miami, I'm not sure about. And Brooklyn, I'm definitely not sure about at all. But they think that that's a good move for them, and it could turn out to be the move to make for them. But that one is kind of low on my radar as far as if that's a good trade. That's yet to be determined. It's yet to be determined. But we're gonna talk about this next trade, if I can get that out, about Vucevic. He's an all-star and was traded to the Bulls. All-star center is headed to the Chicago Bulls in a trade to the trade with the Magic. The team's announced Thursday. So the Magic will give Vucevic and Al-Farouq Aminu to the Bulls. Okay, they're sending them to the Bulls. And the center, Wendell Carter and Otto Porter, is going to Orlando and 2 first-round picks. So I think Orlando filled a little bit of what they lost with Otto Porter and Evan Fournier. Fournier went to Boston. They kind of got Otto Porter kind of, replace him to some degree on the wings and whatnot. But yeah, I see where Vucevic, he's an all-star, man, and with Zach LaVine in Chicago, and Markkanen and those guys, they trying to build something in Chicago. I'm watching them. I believe Vucevic is the only player to ever play with the Bulls who averages 24, 11, and 3. I believe it's some crazy stat like that. That's beyond belief when you think about the Bulls. I mean, Jordan's heyday and Pippen and all them, and Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman, and then when Derrick Rose was there, that they've never had a player average that, which is kind of crazy to think that, average all that. I mean, they've averaged these numbers, some of them, but they never all average, or one of them averaged, this amount. So now the Bulls got that, which is good for them. All right, and Nuggets are bringing back JaVale McGee. Now, JaVale McGee played with the Nuggets years ago, back when Carmelo Anthony and them were there. But he's back in Denver, and he's somewhat have become a journeyman from Golden State to LA to, he's played a lot of places, Washington. So let's see, he's acquired from the Cavaliers. To bringing the big man back to the Mile High City. The Cavaliers will add center Isaiah Hartenstein and 2 future protected second-round picks. So, I don't think this is bad for Denver. They need some athleticism, and JaVale McGee has that. Even though he's getting a little bit older now, he still can, rebound. He's long. That's going to help the Denver underneath because they needed that. So, yeah, that's going to be beneficial, I think, for both teams as well. I'm not sure about Cleveland, how that's going to work out for them, but I know with Denver, that's good for them. All right, so I think that's it. All the trades there. Look out, like I said, for the buyout for LaMarcus Aldridge. Who's going to pick him up? I think Drummond has been bought out, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back here and see. Yeah, Cavs Drummond agreed to contract buyout. That just happened here less than an hour, about an hour and a half ago. Um, so they bought out. Now he's a free agent. So look out for those two and see what's going to turn out from there. A lot of teams are going to be interested in both of them. So Aldridge and Drummond. So all right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm not saying that for my health, guys. I really need y'all to comment, like, and subscribe. If you're watching this video and you're an NBA fan, this is a place to be. We're going to do more NBA videos and also more vlogs, more live stream, which I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do a live stream tonight. And then we're going to also do... just videos, reactions, and whatnot. So I'm your spot for everything YouTube. Just remember that and share. Please share that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Marvelous Aces out.